If you're done with your toxic job, go ahead and join me for day 2 of 90 days of career coaching advice on TikTok. But if you are good with your job, keep scrolling. I'll see you later. If you're new here, I'm the Career Love Coach and I'm doing 90 days of career advice. So follow along if you want to join me for the rest of the 97 days. One big mistake that job seekers make is forgetting when to use their personal brand versus their professional brand. Your personal brand are things that define you as a person, right? They talk about your work ethic, your interpersonal skills, things that are values, why you're motivated, your passion. Your professional brand are things that are related to your job duties, projects, highlights, education, very tangible, hard skills. One thing about you is that your personal branding will go with you throughout your entire career, right? It usually doesn't change. If you're going to be a high performer now, unless there's a significant life change, you're probably going to be a high performer later, and you can still really define what makes you unique and how you do what you do. On the other hand, your professional brand always will change as you move throughout your career, right? If you change industries, you can't continue using the same professional brand that you used before. If you're going from an individual contributor role to a higher level role, like a manager role, you can't use those same skills. Personal branding should go on a cover letter and in an interview. Professional branding should go primarily in your resume and should also have space in your interview, but has to also be combined with your personal brand as well. And so what I find is that when it comes to your resume, you're focused on incorporating things about your values and your personal brand, but it doesn't really hit because as a recruiter, I really don't know what that means. You could say that you're action oriented and bubbly and fun and easy to work with, but that doesn't mean anything to me as a recruiter. Not really. However, in your cover letter, you can share with me a story or I can get a sense of your writing style. There's a lot of different things that I can pick up from a cover letter that you can't pick up in a well-written resume. On the other hand, in an interview, if you show up and only talk about professional branding, things that are accomplishments, but you don't connect with your interviewer, then you're really pulling yourself back because a lot of the times people want to know whether or not you're a cultural fit. Now, I know as a DE&I professional, I have problems with quote unquote fit. But at the end of the day, individuals want to connect and feel like they know and can trust you from an interview. So keep that in mind. Define what your personal brand is, define what your professional brand is, and find the nice balance of incorporating them in the correct places. And I think you'll see better outcomes for your job search. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you follow along for the rest of the 97 days and also share this with a friend who also needs to leave their toxic job. As the Career Love Coach, I absolutely